Okay. Last week kita dah belajar burden of proof. So today we going to learn standard of proof. Last week lah. On Monday kan. Today is Thursday. Okay, next. So under burden of proof, kita akan cover basically 4 things. Satu, definition, standard of proof, whereby it is yakin, zon, syak dengan waham. 4 tau. When you talk about standard of proof, you actually deal with 4 things. Yakin, zon, syak dengan waham. Lepas tu required standard of proof in hudud and non-hudud cases. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Okay, definition. Okay, standard of proof is actually the amount of evidence that you need to produce in a court. For example, macam kes bunuh kan, macam in a murder case. Okay, how much evidence do you need to produce so that you can secure a conviction? So the amount of evidence, the aggregate of the evidence is called standard of proof. Okay, kalau macam dekat criminal case, kalau dekat civil, is beyond reasonable doubt, you know, sampai dia menimbulkan a reasonable doubt. Okay, kalau dalam Islam macam mana, dalam syariah macam mana? Kalau macam kes, macam contohlah macam kes murder, kes bunuh dekat dalam syariah kan, dia punya doubt tu kena beyond a shadow of doubt, kena tahap yakin, 100% there is no doubt at all, then only you can convict the person. So dia punya beza dia lah. Jadi standard of proof is the extent of burden of proof that you need to produce in order to secure a conviction. So dia kena related to the issue whether you can prove the case or not. Okay, next. Boleh? Boleh Iman? Dia lagging sikit. Okay. So basically ada 4. Yang ni you kena faham tau dan kena ingat. Satu is yakin. Yakin ni tahap dia is yang 100%. There is no doubt. So ni level certainty. Okay. Kedua adalah zon. Zon bermakna conjecture. Okay. Ketiga adalah syak atau doubt. Keempat adalah waham ataupun fancy. So ada 4. Yakin, zon, syak, waham. So dekat syariah law, in the Islamic law of evidence, kita akan deal dengan 2 je actually. Yakin dengan zon sahaja. Syak dengan waham ni kita tak terima langsung. Okay, pasal dia consider very weak evidence. Okay, next. Okay, so section 3 subsection 2 of the Sharia Court Evidence Act Federal Territory. Okay, under subsection 3, okay, it is said that a fact is said to be proved when, after considering the matter before it, the court either believes it to exist or considers its existence so probable that a prudent man ought, under the circumstances of the particular case, to act upon the supposition that it exists. So dekat sini dia nak katakan burden of proof lah, standard of proof. Standard of proof is that when you bring up an evidence to court, the court tu percaya tau, any prudent man akan percaya benda tu. Based on the evidence, therefore you can be able to establish that the particular fact to yes or no. That exists ke dia tak exist. Okay, next. Dia lagging Iman. Is it? Okay. So in the context of standard of proof, kita dia akan deal dengan 4 matters actually. Hudud, qisas, ta'zir, civil matters. Okay, hudud ni you tahu apa kan? Kes-kes had kan? Kes yang ditetapkan hukuman dalam Al-Quran, itulah kes had. Qisas tu adalah macam bunuh balas, you know? If you kill my brother, I can also kill your brother. Macam tu. Yeah, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, an ear for an ear, based on that concept. Retaliation, qisas lah. And then you have ta'zir. Ta'zir adalah hukuman-hukuman yang kesalahan-kesalahan, contohlah macam kesalahan zina kan, committing adultery. Okay, kalau ikut Al-Quran, hukumannya adalah 100 lashes kan kalau dia belum kahwin lagi. Tapi kalau dia dah kahwin, kalau muhsin, dia kena rejam sampai mati. Tapi hukuman ta'zir, maksimum under kita punya enactment ni adalah 5,000 ringgit. Maksimum denda. Penjara maksimum berapa tahun? Berapa tahun penjara kalau maksimum? Ta'zir kita lah. How many years? Anyone who wants to try? How many years kalau tak Z?
2 years.
Yes, 3 tahun. Okay. Sebatan berapa? Maksimum kita boleh kasih berapa?
5.
5, bukan 6 ke?
6.
Kan? So ni you kena hafal. Maksimum hukum takzir adalah 5 6 kali sebatan, 6 lashes. Okay. 3 years imprisonment and 5,000 ringgit. Itu maksimum under kita punya law, bawah takzir lah, hukuman takzir. Okay, civil matters, denda lah. It's only denda. Civil matters lah, denda atau dipenjarakan lah. Okay, so proof in hudud cases adalah tahap yakin. Yang paling atas sekali, you must be 100% certain. So what does beyond a shadow of doubt mean? There is no doubt at all. You eliminate all. Mungkin, maybe, probably, there is a possibility. No. There's no, tak ada langsung. 100% clear. 100%. Itu tahap yakin. So, dia punya level is beyond a shadow of doubt. Okay. So, kalau dalam kes-kes takzir ke kes-kes kisos, proof, maknanya standard of proof dia adalah beyond reasonable doubt. There can be some doubt. Reasonable. Okay. Last sekali, in civil cases adalah proof maksudnya on the balance of probabilities. Okay. So, 3 level yang kita faham. Beyond a shadow of doubt, which is in hard cases. Takzir dengan kisos adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Yang dia punya punishment adalah takzir. Lepas tu, in civil cases adalah balance of probabilities. Boleh? Okay. I nak you faham konsep tau, nanti it's easy for you to understand the whole thing. Okay, next. Ni dah tadi tu. The next slide. Okay. So, yakin. Oh, atas tadi. Atas balik. Tengah cerita pasal yakin tadi. Okay, yakin. Yakin maknanya beyond any shadow of doubt. So, under the Islamic law of evidence, proof tu kena ada. Kalau nak sampai ke tahap yakin tu, kena sampai there is no doubt at all. So, this is the highest degree. So, you have the Surah Al-Baqarah ayat 147 which says the truth is from your Lord. So, be not at all in doubt. Okay. So, there's only one ayat for yakin. Next. Okay, so dekat sini dia punya macam mana kita nak establish certainty ni, yakin ni. Melalui eyewitnesses who actually saw what happened, and then you have testimony syahadah, and then you have material evidence which is qarinah zahirah. Okay, next. Boleh iman? So dekat Al-Majalah article 75, dia kata a thing established by evidence is as though it is established by actually seeing it. So actually seeing it means that you nampak, you ni eyewitness benda tu nampak betul-betul. So therefore this is level yakin. Okay. So this is another legal maxim. Certainty cannot be dispelled unless by another certainty, because originally a person is innocent until proven guilty. Okay. I kasih example. Ni based on the principle as asalu bara'ati zimmah. Contoh, I kasih contoh pasal Fatah Amin yang sekarang tengah viral. Macam Fatah Amin punya case tu, let's say dia punya wife tu allege dia tak kasih nafkah. Okay. So sekarang ni, there is nothing to prove that dia tak kasih nafkah. So yang pastinya, keadaan asalnya lah, dia memang kasih nafkah. Okay. So if you nak dispel the fact that dia kasih nafkah tu, dia tak kasih nafkah, you kena prove otherwise. Okay. So certainty, the fact that dia memang kasih nafkah tu cannot be dispelled until and unless there is another certainty yang ada bukti-bukti yang memang dia tak kasih nafkah. Therefore dia tak kasih nafkah. Otherwise, it remains that dia memang kasih nafkah. So therefore, he is innocent that he provides nafkah unless you prove otherwise. Okay, next. Okay. So Article 4, al-yakin la yazilu bi-shak. Certainty cannot be dispelled by doubt. We have another one which says anything which has been established by certainty cannot be dispelled except by other certainty. Macam tadi tu lah. Okay, then we have the story of Uzai bin the story of Uzai dekat surah Al-Baqarah. So let's look at surah Al-Baqarah 259. Boleh Iman? Kan? Sorry lah ya, dia lagging sikit ya. Boleh Iman? Okay, thank you. So surah Al-Baqarah ni pasal this one prophet, nama dia Uzai. I pun baru tahu ada prophet nama Uzai. So what happened was, dia berjalan-jalan lah, dia jalan-jalan, lalu dekat satu village, you know. Village ni dah jadi ruins, it was like destroyed, you know. Something happened that everything was destroyed, dah jadi ruins, you know. So that village was Jerusalem. So Uzai ni lalu lah dekat Jerusalem. You imagine macam Gaza sekarang kan, like so hancur like that, you know. So he was thinking, you know, terdetik dekat hati dia ni, mampu ke? Is it possible Allah can bring back life, you know, after this kind of destruction? Terdetik dekat hati dia tau. Dia tak voice out, dia macam pasal terus dia kata, mampu ke Allah nak good, I mean make this back to normal, boleh tak? Is it possible? Hati dia berkata-kata lah. Tiba-tiba Allah matikan dia, yo. And he was dead. He died for like 100 years, you know. Allah made him die for 100 years. And then after 100 years, which is satu abad lah kan, Allah hidupkan dia balik. So Allah pun tanya dekat dia, agak-agak lah Uzai, kau rasa berapa lama kau mati ni? Uzai pun tengok, masa tu dia ada buah tau. Dia pun tengok buah dia. Buahnya okey lagi kot. Masa air tidur tadi macam ni je rupa dia. Macam ni je, sama je rupa dia. Lepas tu dia kata mungkin half a day, probably one day, perhaps a day or part of a day. Kata macam tu. Lepas tu Allah kata no. You have been in this condition, you know, for 100 years. Just look at your food and your drink. They have not been spoiled. Okay. Itu menunjukkan bukti kekuasaan Allah. 100 years, tapi makanan tu still intact. Tak basi, air tak basi. Katalah susu kan, susu tak basi. Sama je rasa dia. Buah tak busuk, still the same. Kekuasaan Allah. Itu bukti bahawa Allah tu wujud. Itu tahap yakin lah, you can actually see it, you know. Lepas tu dia kata, now look at the remains of your donkey. Donkey dia dah mati, tinggal tulang lah kan, pasal dah lama sangat kan. But Allah kata, we have made you into a sign of humanity, and look at the bones of the donkey. How we bring them together and clothe them with flesh. So what Allah did, tulang tu, he gathered the tulang, everything, letakkan lagi, jadi donkey balik. So when Uzai saw that, dia macam rasa macam, oh my God, you know. Lepas tu dia declare, now I know that Allah is most capable of everything. Jadi dekat sini dia punya bukti tu, evidence yang Allah tunjuk tu, satu adalah buah tu yang dia tak rosak after 100 years. That shows the existence of God. And also the fact that the donkey is dead, I can bring him back to life. It's my power. I'm powerful, you know. Itu yang dia kata, and Allah is most capable of anything. Dia cakap kun fayakun. That's it. So itu bukti yang sahih, kita nak tunjukkan betapa tahap yakin tu kat situ. Inilah surah Al-Baqarah 259. Okay, next. Sekejap ya. Boleh Iman? Okay. So ni cerita pasal Ma'iz bin Malik. You know the story pasal Ma'iz bin Malik? What happened? Okay, tak apa, I cerita kat you. Ma'iz bin Malik ni I tak tahu lah dia sahabat, mungkin sahabat Rasulullah kan, siapa yang berjumpa dengan Rasulullah tu sahabat Rasulullah lah. So dia ni pada satu hari lah, one day he was so upset. So he came to see the Prophet. Dia kata, Ya Rasulullah, I have committed a sin. Rasulullah tanya, what did you do? I committed zina with this one lady, so and so. Rasulullah dengar, terus pandang dia, lepas tu kata, it's okay, Ma'is, you go back home. So he went back. And then he came again, the second day he came again. Ya Rasulullah, please punish me. I cannot sleep at night. I've committed sin. I committed adultery with this one woman. Rasulullah looked at him again and said, Ma'is, go back home and rest. Balik rumah. At the same time, Rasulullah pun tanyalah kawan-kawan, suruh pergi risik lah. Pergi kawan-kawan sekampung dia kan, tanya, dia ni macam mana? Is he sane ke? Dia ni sakit ke? Dia ada mental problem ke? I mean, he's actually not himself, Lepas tu dia punya friends kata, he's okay, Ya Rasulullah, he's okay. He's okay. Okay. So the third day, he came again. Ya Rasulullah, please, I've committed sin. Please, Ya Rasulullah, punish me. I deserve it, punish me. Rasulullah looked at him and said, Ma'is, go back. Tapi this time Rasulullah hantar orang-orang ikut Ma'is tu balik rumah dia. Tengok kawasan dekat keliling tu, tanya orang macam mana peribadi Ma'is ni, dia ni okey ke tak okey. As in dia punya mental condition tu, is he crazy or is he stable, is he sane? So all the feedback we received was he is stable, he is dia ni tak gila, dia ni waras, he can think, so he's okay, perfect condition. So the fourth day, he came to Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, I committed zina, please punish me. This is the fourth time, Ya Rasulullah, please. So what Rasulullah did, he asked his sahabat to dig a hole and put, siapa tu? Ma'is inside the hole. Lepas tu dia perejam Ma'is. Itulah dia. So dekat sini nampak macam mana Rasulullah nak hukum Ma'is tu. After kali keempat dia mengaku dia punya confession tu, baru Rasulullah yakin, yes, betul, barulah hukuman dijalankan. Itu maknanya 100% beyond a shadow of doubt. Mungkin masa dia confess kali kedua tu, mungkin at that point of time he wasn't in his right, state of mind. Mungkin dia, I don't know, mungkin dia minum alkohol ke apa, dia just cakap macam tu. Sebab tu Rasulullah minta orang tengok-tengok kan. Kali ketiga pun the same thing juga. Rasulullah suruh pergi tengok, betul ke dia macam gini, dia betul ke dia okay, dia actually waras. So when the feedback received was, he's okay, there's nothing wrong with him, memang dia buat. Barulah Rasulullah kasih hukuman, dia convict Ma'is for zina. So that this is tahap yakin, So cases yang I tunjukkan adalah cases macam, yang itu pasal kewujudan Allah kan, this is pasal kes zina, which is masuk bawah had. So there's a hadith that says, avoid the implementation of hudud where there is doubt. Okay. So dekat sini, there cannot be any doubt if you want to implement hudud. Okay, this is another case, the case of Sayyidina Ali dengan the Jew. Okay, kisah ni mungkin masa tu diorang baru balik perang kot. So what happened was that Sayyidina Ali was like walking in the village lah. And then suddenly he saw this Jew. And this Jew was holding his armor, his shield, Dia punya shield kan, bila perang kan bawa shield kan, dia pegang dia punya shield. Adalah dia punya, mungkin dia punya, dia ada tanda-tanda dekat situ lah mengatakan that is his shield. So he knows his shield. Of course you tahu kan, macam dia punya kereta, you tahu lah tu kereta you kan, ni dia punya shield, dia tahu itu dia punya shield. Then he called out to the Jew person, Jew, I tak tahu nama dia apa lah. Jew man, dia kata, look, you are carrying my shield. That's my shield. Dia kata, no, it's mine. No, that is mine. I know it belongs to me. See, kau my initial sama. Ali bin Abi Talib. AB Ali bin Abi Talib. AB Ali bin Abi Talib. AT. Kau my initial saya sama. Dia kata, no, that's not yours. It's mine. I've owned it for a long time. So, Ali was very confused. So what happened was he said, okay, why not we go and see the judge? So they approached this one young wise man lah, who apparently was a hakim, So dia kata, ya hakim, please, please judge between us. I'm presenting you my case. This armor, this shield belongs to me, but this Juman is claiming that it is his. So the hakim said, "Ya Amirul Mukminin, do you have any proof that this is yours?" "Yes, I got two. I got two witnesses." "Who are your witnesses? Call your witnesses." So dia pun panggil lah dia punya orang gaji dia. Orang gaji dia kata, "Yes, yes, hakim. Yeah, this shield belongs to Amirul Mukminin. I yang bersih gilapkan hari-hari, I know this is his shield, ada tanda marking dari, memang dia punya." Okay. So hakim kata yes. Okay. So who's your second witness? So kata, I have my second witness, my son. So his son was small. Was I think a child masa tu, below 18 lah, budak lagi lah. So he called his son. Dia kata, ya hakim, ya, I confirm this is my father's shield. I play with the shield. I know his shield. So the hakim said, okay, you have you have two witnesses, shahadah by this man and also from your child. But unfortunately, your child is underage. So we cannot accept that as shahadah. Dia kata macam tu lah. So the hakim ruled in favor of the Jew man. So hakim tu said, kata, okay, this shield doesn't belong. You are unable to prove your case. Therefore, the shield is not yours. I give it to the Jew. Macam tu. So Amir Mu'minin was very sad lah. Saidina Ali sedih sangat. Lepas dia guna isu. Lepas tu dia pun fine. It is what it is. Lepas tu dia pun keluar lah daripada tempat tu lah. So bila dia keluar kan, tiba-tiba this Jew guy kan, dia pun kejar Amir Mu'minin. Dia kata, ya Amir Mu'minin, please take this shield. Why? Doesn't it belong to you? Haven't the Hakim said that this shield belongs to you? Dia kata, no Amir Mu'minin, this is yours. I took it from you. This is yours. Please take it. So dia dapat ada shield balik. So moral of the story is that nak come to a conviction, you must really have proof, full evidence. Faham ya? So Imam Syafi'i dekat sini dia kata certainty can only be reached either by syahadah or ikrar. Okay, next. Okay. So kita dah habis dah pasal zon, dah habis pada pasal yakin, now kita masuk zon. Zon is conjecture. It is a state of uncertainty but close to state of yakin. Okay. You nak kata benda tu 100% yakin, tapi ada something yang menyebabkan you tak boleh nak percaya 100%. There's something that's holding you back, so that is called zon. So it is actually siding in the case of hesitation towards the correctness of the evidence, but not sufficient to prove the opposite of certainty as conjecture can. Okay, so maknanya you dah hampir nak 100% believe, tapi there is something that is holding you back. A hesitation that I think something is fishy somewhere, probably, maybe, bila benda tu ada, dah tak boleh sampai ke tahap yakin lagi dah. Dia dah jadi zon. Dia bawah sikit. Okay. So, dia punya authority dekat surah Yunus, ayat 36, verily zon can't take over the truth. Okay, next. Then you have Majalah, which says, Article 72, no validity is attached to zon, which is obviously tainted with error. Thus, if the conjecture involving error or mistake, it should be rejected. Okay. However, diorang kata, where conjecture can assist in arriving to the truth, even though it doesn't reach the level of certainty. It doesn't mean that kalau you tak 100% yakin, you tak boleh terima evidence, boleh. Tapi dia kena supported by other evidence lah. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, so you have Surah Al-Hujurat. O you who believe, avoid suspicion as much as possible, for suspicion in some cases is a sin. So zon ni, dia punya degree ni, dia attain the degree of a strong probability that it might have happened, and it will be accepted in the law of evidence if certainty can be established, okay, up to a certain level. So contohnya macam Corina tu dia consider as strong probability. Okay, next. Okay, then we have shock. Shock is between certainty and uncertainty. Dia macam 50-50 lah, you know. Kalau macam zone tu, dia graph dia tinggi lagi tau. Dia macam let's say lah you have 100% is yakin. Dia mungkin 99% below, 99% till probably 51%. That is zone. Tapi shock tu memang 50-50. Dia borderline tau. Okay. So Ustaz Sa'idon kata a state of doubt bordering between proof and not proof cannot be accepted. Okay. It is not sufficient. So article 4 kata al-yakin la yazilu bisyak. So this is considered a very weak standard of proof. So kita ada section 3 subsection 2B of the Federal Territory Act. Okay, next. Okay, so last kali adalah waham. Waham ni maknanya fancy, siding in the case of hesitation. You have evidence, tapi evidence tu tak strong macam you hesitate tau. Evidence tu salah, is incorrect and it has no consequences whatsoever. Jadi the opposite of zon, the lowest standard of proof. So in Islamic evidence, we cannot accept syak and waham. Kita punya standard of proof adalah is either yakin or zon. Okay. So it's not to be taken into account to decide a dispute. Okay, next. Okay, jadi kita ada article 77. No weight is attached to fancy. And then article 73, which says there is no proof with probability resting on good grounds. So an example, confession during death, sickness, maradul maut. Okay, next. Okay, so this is what section 3 subsection 2B of the FTX says. A fact is said to be not proved when such fact is neither proved or disproved according to the act. Okay. So kalau you ada satu fakta tu tidak dibuktikan, you do not bring evidence, you do bring evidence, but the evidence is not sufficient to prove the particular fact. So the fact is said to be not proved. Okay, when the fact is not proved or disproved, therefore it is not accepted as evidence. Okay, next. Jadi dia punya application of syak dengan waham dalam in context of evidence, Islamic evidence adalah syak ni is not proof. Dalam section 3 subsection 2B tu, not proved tu adalah syak. Disproved adalah waham. Jadi both cannot be relied upon as a standard of proof. Dia below par. So kita tak terima. Ni X tak terima langsung. Okay, next. Okay, so what is the required standard of proof in hudud and non-hudud cases? So kalau hudud cases, apa dia punya standard of proof? What is it?
Yakin.
Which is?
Beyond any shadow of doubt.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Nabila. Okay, so therefore, kalau in hudud cases, you cannot use Corina. You can use yakin, level yakin, 100% yakin. By way of confession ke, syahadah ke, witnesses ke. Okay, next. Then you have the category of non-hudud cases. Tadi yakin, which means beyond a shadow of doubt. Okay. Kalau non-hudud cases, kita ada dua. Satu adalah qisas, satu lagi ta'zir. Okay, qisas ni dia tak payah nak reach a certain level of, tak payah nak reach the level of certainty. So you have, if you have a strong probability, which is ghalabatul zon, then ada certainty which is sufficient. And you can establish that by way of Qarina Zahira. Therefore, you boleh. Dia punya level ni adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, qisas dengan ta'zir lah. Kalau ta'zir tu, kita also rely on ghalabatul zon, which is a strong probability and which is beyond reasonable doubt. Dia hampir-hampir kepada certainty, kepada yakin, tapi tak sampai. Macam kalau 100% is yakin, 99 to say 51% is zon. So it plays within that category. Okay, next. Okay, finally we have, so dekat sini you nampak conclusion dia, senang je. Kalau criminal cases other than hudud offences, which is qalabatu zon al-ghalib, it is beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, dia ada strong towards the truth of evidence. However, majority of the juries seem to apply the same need in matrimonial cases lah. Tapi selalunya kita guna balance of probabilities. So kalau kes-kes mal, it is on the balance of probability, maksudnya dia not so close to the truth tapi within the truth of the evidence. Hampir-hampir tapi not exactly, tapi hampir-hampir. Okay, next. Okay, so dia punya structure of zon tu adalah kalau simple doubt about the truth equals strong zone of the truth, maknanya beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, you ada a slight doubt, ada you ada sedikit confusion ke, not sure of the truth. Okay, so the level is beyond reasonable doubt. So this applies to the criminal cases lah, other than had. Kalau you ada strong doubt about the truth, okay, dia macam ni tau, strong doubt about the truth equals simple zone of the truth. Therefore, this is on the balance of probabilities. Civil cases. Ni dia punya way how to remember lah. Okay. Kalau ada simple doubt about the truth tapi you have a strong zone of the truth, it is beyond reasonable doubt. Criminal cases are other than had. Tapi kalau you ada strong doubt about the truth tapi you ada simple zone of the truth, this is on the balance of probability. So dia macam terbalik tau kalau you nampak lah dia punya conclusion dia. Okay, next. Okay, so kalau you compare dekat Malaysian Evidence Act 1950, in criminal proceeding, dia punya requirement adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Okay. In civil cases, on the balance of probability, lebih kurang sama je. Okay, next. In fact, Islam lagi tinggi dia punya tu. Pasal we have lihat tahap yakin kan, dia orang tak ada. Okay, so beyond reasonable doubt is equivalent to the second degree of quantum of proof in Islamic law, which is zon. Okay. However, since we have accepted zon al-ghalib, the prima facie case is accepted. Is also accepted. So we have this one case lah, pendakwa Shariah Kelantan versus Muhammad bin Sabu and another. Okay, so let's look at this case. Okay, so this was what happened. You kenal tak Muhammad Sabu ni siapa? Do you know? You know
menteri dulu tu ke?
Yes, menteri dulu tu. Okay, dia ni politician, dia menteri dulu lah. So what happened to Muhammad Sabu was that he was charged for halwat. Charged for halwat under the enactment Kanun Jenayah Syariah Negeri Kelantan 1985. So, kalau let's say in case halwat, the prosecution kena come up with proof, right? Because in criminal cases, it's on the prosecution to actually show that you have a case. You have a prima facie case. Okay. Otherwise, kalau you tak dapat nak buktikan you punya case, the defense will not be called. In fact, the accused will be acquitted. So what happened in this case, they brought forth two witnesses. Prosecution witness number 1, he fumbled over his testimony. Tak apa-apa tadi cakap, you know. And the second prosecution witness pula kasih statement contradictory to what the first person said. The first prosecution tu sampai dia macam tak tentu arah dia cakap, sampai the court had to pause, you know. Kasi dia bertenang, tersambung balik, you know. So nampak sangat macam his is not actually, entah ya atau tidak boleh berlaku. But when the second prosecution give testimony, dia punya statement tu contradictory to what the first prosecution witness said. So the court held that in this case, the pendakwa Syariah Kelantan failed to prove the case, failed to prove there was a prima facie case. He failed to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. Therefore, the accused was acquitted. So Muhammad Sabu dibebaskan. Okay, any case here. So let's look at another case. Okay, so the standard of proof required for accused person, so it depends entirely on the offense. So kalau in hudud cases, it's sufficient for the accused to bring any rebutting evidence at the degree of zon, regardless whether the prosecution case is based on direct evidence such as shahada, qarinah, such as pregnancy. Okay, hudud punishment cannot be imposed even though there is a slightest shubhah. Ingat kalau hood ni dia punya level tu adalah yakin thus zon is sufficient. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, takzir cases, particularly when the case has been proven by the testimony of the witness, for example syahadah, the accused must prove the case to the level of zon al-ghalib. Zon al-ghalib itu maknanya beyond reasonable doubt. So kita ada surah Al-Naml ayat 21, I will certainly punish him with severe penalty or execute him unless he bring me to clear reason, okay, for the absence. Surah An-Naml ni pasal surah semut kan? Saya rasa ni pasal kisah Nabi Sulaiman dengan semut tu kot. Okay, anyway, so kita ada case of alibi. Okay. Remember case Muhammad bin Haji Muhammad Diyah? Ingat tak case ni? Remember the case? Ingat tak? Case yang pasal apa tu yang he was charged for dia ni juru nikah. He was charged for performing akad nikah to several couples without having the license from the authority. Remember this case? Defense of alibi. So in his defense, he said that he wasn't there. I'm somewhere else, you know. Dia kata dia dekat Thailand now. So they failed to prove that he was actually there. I mean, doing the akad nikah pasal the defense of alibi. So in that case, he succeeded. Sorry. He failed to prove. So dekat sini, the court rejected his defense of alibi since the accused failed to prove the standard beyond reasonable doubt. So dekat sini, walaupun dia kata, I tak dekat situ, I dekat tempat lain, tapi he failed to prove that he was actually there. Sebab dia punya tahap tu is beyond reasonable doubt. Dekat sini lah, kalau you kena charge bahawa criminal, bahawa you menikahkan orang tanpa tauliah, that is bahawa criminal atau bahawa syariah criminal offences. So tu kena bawah level dia punya standard of proof adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Okay? Boleh? Ada lagi ke? Iman?
Dah habis, madam.
Dah. Okay, do you have any questions so far? Faham tak?
I have, madam.
Apa dia, Iman?
Sorry madam, just a
unclear on-
reminder. Kita ada 10 minutes lagi tinggal before the Google Meet ends.
Thank you, Alia. Yes, Iman, apa
Alright.
soalannya?
I'm unclear on this slide, madam. I don't really understand how the correlation of simple doubt and then
Okay, dia macam ni tau. Okay. Kan I kata kalau macam yakin tu kan is 100%. 100% dia punya tu kan is 100% yakin. Tapi kalau you ada simple doubt but truth. Contohlah. Kasih example ya. Contoh macam let's say lah macam you ada doubt. How to relate to criminal cases ah? Okay, contoh macam case persetubuhan haram. Okay. Kalau ikut sini dia punya proof is beyond reasonable doubt kan. Dia punya level tu lah. Kalau persetubuhan haram tu comes under criminal, which hukuman dia is takzir. Okay. You have doubt that probably she did not commit it. She didn't commit the persetubuhan haram. Probably she didn't, you know. So when you have a simple doubt that about the truth, okay, simple doubt about the truth equals to a strong zone of the truth. I faham kenapa you confused. Okay lah, tak payahlah. Macam ni lah. Iman, untuk memudahkan you faham, bila you nak explain, you just explain dalam criminal cases other than had, which is applicable for takzir cases or qisas cases, the level of standard of proof adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Ataupun ghalabatu zon. That's it. Okay. So this part ni you tak payah nak confuse yourself, you just faham criminal cases is beyond reasonable doubt. Okay. Boleh, dia maknanya ada simple doubt. Dia ada ragu-ragu sedikit saja. You ada ragu-ragu tentang dia punya truth, tapi you ada a strong zone about the truth. Dia macam lebih kurang sama kan?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
Okay, so not to make yourself confused, you just ingat ni je. Kalau cases, criminal cases apart from had, which is qisas dengan ta'zir, dia punya standard of proof adalah beyond reasonable doubt. Ghalabatul zon. Okay. Kalau civil cases, okay. So kalau civil cases, dia adalah on the balance of probabilities. Okay. You boleh tulis
Yeah, this is on my PDF.
Oh, okay. So you can write that on the balance of probabilities So ingat tau, dia dua je. Throughout kita punya semester ni kita akan deal dengan balance of probabilities ke beyond reasonable doubt. Tu je, criminal or civil. So kalau criminal, it will be beyond reasonable doubt. Kalau civil, case small, it will be on the balance of probabilities. Boleh?
Boleh tak? Boleh, madam.
Any other questions you nak tanya? Ada soalan lagi nak tanya? Tak ada? Ada? Okay, I bilang sampai 3 1, 2, 3. Okay. Any questions to ask pasal your tutorial? Who's presenting next week, Monday? Who's presenting? Tak ada presenter kat sini ke?
Me, madam.
Farah Atila nak present. Question what? 1, 2, 3?
No.
Me,
Kantara,
madam.
I'll share the device.
Oh, you share the device. Yeah. Apa nak tanya soalan ke? Tak ada nak tanya soalan? Boleh buat?
InsyaAllah, madam.
Farah buat soalan nombor berapa?
Saya Kantara, madam.
Ya, apa?
Kantara.
Kantara apa tu?
Nama saya.
Kantara?
Betul, madam. Saya buat soalan nombor 3.
Oh, nombor 3. So do we have soalan nombor 1 ada taker tak, Alia?
Yes,
Alia?
madam.
Do you have taker for soalan number 1?
I'm not sure, madam. I haven't checked it.
Okay, so number 1 and 2 and 3 prepare. So kalau let's say number 1 ada tapi number 2 tak ada, terus number 3. Okay. So we'll see how we go, how you present. Okay. So remember to print your slides. Give me satu copy untuk I nak semak. Okay. So are we all good? Boleh?
Yes, madam.
Okay, Alia, boleh tak you ambil gambar attendance siapa attend?
Dah screenshot.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'll see you in class on Monday, insyaAllah. For the tutorial. So good luck siapa nak present Monday ni. Okay, I remember dress nicely Pakaian kemas Kemas. Yang perempuan pakai tudung lawa-lawa, tak nak tudung yang selekeh-selekeh. Kalau tudung tu gosok elok-elok This is oral presentation markah kat situ. Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye, madam.